We're live.
Hey folks, Scott and I back with another great topic this week. So this week I want to talk to you guys about puppies and the benefits of emotional self-control. Basically, what it's talking about, if your puppies, they like jumping, they, playing with the kids, they're all over the place. They just have a lot of energy. And so what I want to talk to you guys about is how to manage that, how to, work through that. Trust me, it does get better with time. When Archie was a puppy, were you like, oh my gosh, like what's going on here?
Yes, he was a big puppy, so he was everywhere,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh my goodness. And then the first time he got what we call the zoomies, where he just goes
Yes.
crazy, we're like, did we
Hmm.
break him? What happened? I don't understand
Yep.
what's happening. So
Yep.
yeah, tons of
Exactly. Exactly. And so a part of the reason why we do these lives too, because the more you guys know how to prepare for these situations, the better. So I just want to go through some of those things, things that you guys can do. So
yeah,
first of all, teaching self-control. You want to basically show your dog, you want to use rewards and have your dogs do a few things. So in teaching your dog self-control, like I said, is better because it makes it more pleasant for your dog to live with. But
yeah,
so what I want to do is let's go through some of these things that you guys can do really quickly. So one thing you want to do, like I talked to you guys about before, is using rewards for your dog and having them sit for everything and saying please. So that's basically the basis of controlling like the emotional impulse and them being so like crazy and stuff like that. So as I go through these things that you guys can do, remember using rewards and stuff is going to be a great way. You want to play games with your dogs essentially to teach them self control and impulse. One common thing that I tell my clients and that you guys can do as well is having your dog wait for the food bowl dish. So before you feed your dog a meal, have them sit, lower the bowl. If they start to, get up, you want to up. Nope. And just wait till they sit. And you want to do that each and every meal time. And that'll start to teach your dog a little bit more about how to control the impulse and stuff like that. Also, training your dog to leave it also is an excellent way to train self-control as well. Placing the treat on the ground over your hand like that and telling your dog to leave it. And then when they do, you release it to them. I play that with my dogs all the time. It's so easy to sit there. You can even put the treat in your hand and play which hand and have them sniff. And that teaches self-control as well with your dog. Another big one, big one with jumping dogs and stuff, having your dog wait at the door. Whether you're taking them for a walk, whether you're having guests come over, get your dog in the habit of doing some door exercises. Have like your kids pretend like they're coming in the door, have your dog sit and reinforce that sit and just having them wait. And also, just a reminder, if you're taking your dogs out for a walk, working on impulse, you're always the first one out the door to teach them leadership. So if your dog doesn't know how to sit, you can just put the leash behind you, but that's also another great way that you guys can get your dog to work on a little bit more impulse. Another great one is having your dog work on uh, a settle cue. So all that means is having your dog relax. So when you start to see your dog circle around and go down, you can say good job or relax and put a word to it. And that way, when you need them to settle down, they will. But as always, again, teaching any type of basic obedience, getting them started with that will teach self-control and impulse. But ideally, games, puppies, they're young, they like having fun. If you have kids, it's good to get them involved in the self-impulse control games. So just having them go through a lot of these things just to get them on the right track. Do you play
yeah.
any of these with Archie, or did you?
We did like the tug of war or settle and cue, but also we do leave it, and
Yep,
we'll actually put it on his paw. Like we'll have him in a down position, and then we'll put it on top of his paw, and then
exactly. That's
and then we tell him
advanced.
leave it. Yeah, that's advanced. We say
That's
leave it,
advanced. Yeah.
and then we'll just wait a little bit, and then we're like, okay. I think and that stuff is pretty good for like impulse control. We tried to do that when he was younger, and just to help
Exactly.
that sort of thing. And then we will have like wait. We have the wait command, so to help that as well. And then we started to we went through some obedience, so we did like wait and
Hmm.
say the difference between the two, and
Yep.
then just things like that. And even like there's a little game. I don't know if it has to do with impulse, but it's kind of like where you have them stay in a stand position, and then you sort of push on their hips and that sort of thing, and you walk
Okay.
around them. So you walk around them, and they're supposed to stay where they're, rather than like following in a circle
Oh, that's
behind you.
advanced.
Yeah. So
Stuff like that. And you can make up your own stuff too, you know, with your dog, anything that keeps them staying there and not so jumpy. But I hope you guys learned a lot of great tips on how to work on impulse control with your puppies. Remember, it does take a little bit. Give them some time. Be patient. Put all these skills into play now so that you can live a nice, stress-free life with your puppy. But I hope you guys join us next week for another great live, and that you guys really got some tips out of this.
Yeah, great one. All right, see you guys, everyone, next
See
week.
ya.
Enjoy it.